Hi everyone, my name is Nuria and this is my sewing journey, and for today's video I'm going to teach you how to draft the culotte foundation. So let's get into it. First things first, let's look into what measurements you need to create this pattern. First one up is your waistline. This is going to be around the thinnest part of your body, which is the waist. Second one is going to be around your hips, so that's the thickest part of your body, the biggest one. So if your buttocks is a little bit below, measure that area, or if it's a little bit higher, also measure that area. So make sure that it's the widest part of your body. Next one up is going to be the length of your pants. From your waistline until how long you want your pants to be. I would advise you to measure until your ankle bone. You're probably going to need someone to help you there. Next one up is also a vertical measurement, and it's from the waistline until where you measured your hip. So it's going to be your hip depth. Another really important one is your crotch length, and it's going to be from the front waist and you go around your buttocks and until the back waist. And the last measurement you're going to need is your crotch depth, and you can measure it by sitting down on a flat surface and measuring from your waistline until where the flat surface starts. And that's it. Some other measurements that might be interesting for you to have are the circumferences of the big parts of your body. So for example, circumference of your ankle, circumference of your knee, and circumference of your upper thigh. But this is just to check if the pattern is big enough for you, but they are not completely necessary to draft this one that I'm going to show you. Those are all the measurements, so we're ready to draft the pattern.
Let's get into drafting. This pattern is drafted to fit the natural waistline, and if you want another design, I would advise you to follow these measurements, and once you're done, I have a video explaining how to modify the waistlines. The culottes are based on the skirt foundation, but here I will show you how to draft them from scratch. Step number one is to create the structure. For that, we'll mark point 0 at the top left of our paper. We'll draw a line down to point 1 that measures the waist to ankle length. From 1, we'll draw a line to the right to point 2 that measures half of the hip circumference plus 1.5 centimeters. Finally, we'll finish the rectangle and we'll divide it halfway plus 0.75 centimeters from line 0 to 1. Step number 2 is to add the main lines. This will define the body levels. Let's start with the hip line. This will be measured from 0 down and is the waist to hip measurement. Next line is the crotch line, which is also measured from 0 down and is the crotch depth plus 2 centimeters. The last line is the knee line and is measured from the line 1 to 2 and is half the measurement between the crotch and the ankle plus 2.5 centimeters. It's important to note that the line 0 to 3 is the waistline and the line 1 to 2 is the ankle line. To make it easier later, number all the points where the lines cross the structure, and you should have numbers from 4 to 12. Step number 3 is drawing the crotch curve. To know where the curve will meet the structure, draw a line down from 0 that is halfway between the waist and the crotch line minus 1.25 centimeters. Next, let's add the crotch extension. For the back, which is the one on the left, draw from point 5 to the left a line that measures 1/4 of the hip measurement plus 2 centimeters. This is point 13. For the front, draw a line from point 11 to the right that measures 1/4 of the hip measurement minus 2 centimeters, and this is point 14. To help you draw the curve, draw a diagonal line from point 5 that is 4.5 centimeters and a diagonal line from 11 that is 3.75 centimeters. Now draw the curve by joining the points 13, diagonal 15, 0 for the back, and 14, the diagonal 16 and 3 for the front. Step number 4 is to draft the waistline. For this, we'll have to define how many darts we want. This will vary depending on your body type. Some guidelines for this are the dart should be maximum 3 centimeters wide, and after that they should be divided by 2. 2 darts are used for larger hips, small waist, and 1 dart for more rectangular bodies. These guidelines are both for the front and the back. For this pattern, I'll continue with some standard darts. For the front, 1 dart of 2.5 centimeters, and for the back, 2 darts of 2 centimeters each, which is a total of 4 centimeters. Once you know what dart measurement to use, let's draw the waistline. For the back, draw from 0 to the right 1/4 of the waist circumference plus the dart measurement, in my case 4 centimeters. And if you prefer a snug fit, at 0.5 centimeters for ease. Mark point 17, 1.25 centimeters above the waistline. For the front, measure from 3 to the left, 1/4 of the waist circumference, plus the darts, in my case 2.5 centimeters, plus the 0.5 centimeters for ease, which is also optional, and this is point 18, which is also 1.25 centimeters above the waistline. Step number 5 is adding the darts. Both front and back follow the same procedure. Divide both front and back waistlines in 3 parts. The back has 2 darts of 2 centimeters. For the edge of the dart, draw a perpendicular line from the trouser waist down. The leftmost dart is 14 centimeters long and the one on the right is 13 centimeters long. For the front, draw the dart on the first division starting from point 18 and make it 12 centimeters long and 2.5 centimeters wide. Remember to add your own darts. As an example, the pattern for my own body only uses 1 dart at the back and 0 at the front. The length of the darts will also depend on your buttocks and the abdomen shape, so play around with them. This foundation is known for having a straight leg line or sometimes an A shape. To define the leg lines, just draw a perpendicular line from points 13, 18 and 14 down. The line should be perpendicular to the horizontal lines like the hip line. If you have another silhouette in mind, I have another video explaining what type of leg lines there are, but this is the most popular for the culotte foundation. Now we have all the points to draw the trousers, so just connect them. Remember to add a little curve on the hips, which are points 17 and 18 to 7. You will be able to adjust this when you make your own prototype. There are a couple of checks you can do, like measuring the crotch curves, which are points 13, 15 and 0 plus 3 to 16 and 14, and making sure this measurement is the same or bigger than the crotch length we measured at the beginning. And one last check is to measure the side of both front and back to make sure they are the same. If you want more step-by-step instructions, I also have this tutorial on my website, so you can follow it at your own pace.
And that's it. It's that easy. So now you can go and check out all the other videos I have about trouser foundations if you want to modify it. And please let me know if you make them. Follow me on Instagram. My handle is _Nuriamo. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye!